How much knowledge do you have of black holes? If you fell into one, what would happen to you? Imagine that one day you were looking through space for a new planet for humans to live on when you came across a black hole and decided to investigate it. Would it be possible for you to survive? How do you plan to escape? Would you discover a way to get to another universe quickly? What would happen if you fell into a black hole is as follows. A black hole is not a dark, empty space, despite being both a black and a hole. In 1916, Einstein predicted in his theory of relativity how black holes form. In 1967, American astronomer John Wheeler coined the term black hole. In 1971, scientists discovered the first black hole. A smaller core is left behind after a massive star dies. Dark openings are not vast vacuums that suck individuals in spite of the fact that they really do have major areas of strength for a draw. Due to the well they create with their strong gravitational pull, they do pull the space around them. Additionally, they produce energy more effectively than the sun. Black holes, which are formed from the ashes of stars, are estimated to number several hundred million in the Milky Way galaxy alone. Dark openings come in little, medium, and enormous sizes, very much like a charming dress from your number one retail chain. Gravity overcomes all other forces and transforms the core into a black hole if its mass is at least 3 times that of our sun. However, despite the name, a black hole is actually a huge amount of matter packed into a very small space. Despite their size, black holes rarely occupy much space. Consider the sun's 28 times stronger gravitational field than Earth's. You would weigh 28 times more if you walked on the sun than you do on Earth. Now, imagine cramming 4 suns into a space that is only 15 miles, 24 kilometers, in diameter, the same amount of time it takes to drive 30 miles. How would it feel like that? The gravity of a black hole is so strong that no light can escape. Because of this, you won't see one. However, the hole's gamma ray bursts can be used to detect it. These bursts, which Stephen Hawking discovered, are now known as Hawking radiation. Black holes, according to Stephen Hawking, may serve as portals to other universes. So if you somehow managed to fall into one, could you end up in a substitute aspect? An event horizon is the point at which a black hole's gravitational pull becomes so strong that it is impossible to escape. The end of the road. You would observe that the stars are twisted around a perfect circle of darkness if you were outside of that point. The acceleration caused by gravity would cause you to move at a faster and faster rate as you begin to be pulled toward a black hole. That is the initial piece of bad news for you, brave space explorer. A black hole has a very, very strong gravitational pull. On the off chance that you fell feet first, your legs would feel a more grounded gravitational draw than your head. Your body would be divided in two. Stellar black holes are the most prevalent type. They can be as heavy as 20 suns and have a width of about 9 miles, 15 kilometers. On the off chance that you turned out to be pulled towards a heavenly dark opening, you'd be totally destroyed before you even arrive at the occasion's skyline. Therefore, select one that is extremely massive. The one that weighs 1,000,000 times as much as our sun. Because gravity would be pulling your head and feet almost simultaneously, you would not suffer any harm as you cross the event horizon. Although they aren't entirely sure how supermassive black holes form, researchers are certain that they do. And you don't have to look very far to find one if you're looking for one. One is situated in the very center of our Milky Way galaxy. It is fortunate that it is 265 quadrillion kilometers, 165 quadrillion miles, away from us and will not eat the sun or the planets. However, since crossing the event horizon is only the beginning of the challenge, do not immediately pack your bags. At the black hole center, there is a gravitational singularity where the density reaches an infinite state. You'd be crushed into that middle and become one with the dark opening. You wouldn't be able to share your experience with anyone. A person observing you outside of the event horizon, on the other hand, would see something entirely different. They would observe you slowing down, becoming paler and redder as you fell into a black hole. You would simply freeze and never move beyond the event horizon in the end. This is because in a black hole, space and time play different roles. Space, on the other hand, moves forward as time slows down at the event horizon. In the same way that you can't go back in time, you can't turn around and escape the black hole. It would be impossible to determine whether those particles were you even when the black hole eventually burst into flames and released all of the particles it had taken in, including your own body. However, Stephen Hawking discovered a means by which the body's information would not be lost. He proposed the existence of alternate universes with distinct history. This implies, in one reality you fell into a dark opening. There was no black hole in the second one. Until you enter a black hole, you can't tell for sure if there is one from outside the event horizon. Say goodbye if you crossed the event horizon and found a black hole. However, you would still be alive if you were in a reality without the black hole, merely in a different dimension. However, you would not be able to return to ours. Would you risk looking into the possibility? Are you drawn to the universe and black holes?